Hello YouTube, my name is Michelle. For those of you who are joining for the first time, my channel is about how I joined the US Navy at the age of 39. If you haven't seen my other videos, be sure to take a look at them. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe to help share the word. So there is a little matter that there is something that I want to talk about today. It's about how the Navy increased the age limit to age 41. Just once you get in before your 42nd birthday, you're good to go. And they also decreased the ASVAB score to in the 10 categories. So basically, everyone has a chance as long as you're in good health. Your health does not have to be perfect, but at least if you can pass the physical training readiness test, or if your doctor can also give you a waiver for certain health conditions. But what I really want to talk about is what are the downside of joining the military at that age. Now, as we age, we face additional medical issues, or may not be issues, could be just age-related issues. No, I'm just gonna give a quick overview of my experience as I joined at the age of 39. So at my first command, there were those who were younger than me, those in their teens, 19, well, up to 20, 21, 22, and some of them had just left their parents' home when they joined the military. Now, for a person like me, 39, I was faced with certain issues that these young folks knew nothing about. And for that reason, in their minds, they may have believed that I was trying to get away from the job. For example, I had a weak bladder at the time. Well, I still do have a weak bladder. If I drink some water right now, just maybe say just one small bottle of water, I may want to go to the bathroom 2-3 times. No, this happened especially when I went on the ship to work. My work area was quite far away from the bathroom, and you have to stay hydrated anywhere you work, or just in your overall life. You have to stay hydrated. So me drinking up all that water on the ship, I had to use the bathroom frequently. So that's me asking permission from these younger folks, hey, can I go use the bathroom? And they didn't really understand what was going on with me, right? I had to tell them, hey, I just want to pee. I just want to pee. And they wonder, why do you want to pee so often? They're not doctors. They're not in the medical team. So I didn't really have to spell it out to them. That's my personal information. But at the same time, it looked as if I was trying to get away from my job. So I was not trying to get away from my job. It's just that I peed more than other people who were younger. My body at that time was going through changes. 39, 40. My body was going through changes as a female that they didn't understand. So overall, they thought I was trying to get away from the job. Now, somebody in my age group, we're talking about chiefs and senior chiefs, master chiefs, they didn't have to report to anyone. So it was easier for them. They joined the military at an earlier age. But for me, who joined the military at such a late age, I had to report to these younger folks who did not understand what I was going through, and that became a problem. So my My work area my work area on the ship was about 5 minutes away from the closest female bathroom, which is called a head. We called it a head. If you go to boot camp or if you decide to join, there are just certain jargons that the Navy use that is not used in the civilian world. Like the bathroom is called a head, the floor is called a deck, the wall is called a bulkhead. The wall like right here is called a bulkhead. So there are certain terms that we use in the Navy. But the head was so far away from the bathroom. As soon as I came back from the bathroom, maybe in the next 10 minutes, I wanted to go back again. So for that reason, I stopped drinking a lot of water because they were making a big deal out of it, and they just didn't understand that my body was going through changes. Just certain female hormones that were changing at that time, or I had an issue with, it wasn't really an issue, but it was just changes that females go through at a certain age. And these younger folks who were in charge of me, they did not understand. These supervisors, they did not understand what I was going through because they never dealt with it before, and they never really encountered supervising someone in my age group before. So it was challenging for me. It was like a constant fight. I have integrity, I have dignity. I never try to run away from my job. But I am just pointing this out just to let you know that you may face issues like these. Your body's going through changes. These younger folks, especially younger males, they don't understand. They really think that you're trying to get away from the job. They're not thinking, hey, these people are grown-ups and they have integrity. They may have children as old as I am. They don't think that way. They just think that, okay, I'm in charge and you're trying to get away from the job. So they try to do everything to stand in your way. They make you out to be the problem. They report you. And as I said earlier, for those in higher ranks, like chiefs and senior chiefs and master chiefs, they don't have to report to anyone. They just get up from their office or wherever they work and go to the bathroom without reporting to anyone. So it's not an issue with them. But for us at a very low grade, E1, E2, E3, we're at the lowest level. So we have to report to these younger sailors who may be at a higher rank than us, but they just don't understand how the body works, how the body works at an older age. So just to be aware and know that you may have some medical issues that these younger folks are not familiar with. These younger folks who are placed over you are not familiar with, and you just have to know how to deal with it. It gets frustrating at times, but you may have to talk to a chief, a senior chief, even though some of them play hard as if they don't know what you're talking about, or maybe some of them just don't have that same medical issue or age-related issue that you're facing, because some of these chiefs and senior chiefs and master chiefs, they can be they may be younger than you. They could be in their 20s, they could be in their early 30s, and they are not familiar with the changes that the body goes through at this age. I cannot talk for a male. I don't know how the male body functions unless I go to do some research, I guess. But in terms of females at this age, we know that the body goes through changes, the menopause. For menopause, hot flashes, right? The building might be warm, So for example, you are in your workstation, you're at your workstation, and the temperature, or in your office where everyone else works, and the temperature feels ideal for everyone except you, because now you're going through menopause and you're hot, and you may want to step out just to cool down a little bit. That can be a problem as well. They may complain that you're just leaving your work area. It's just not conducive at the time, because for people going through menopause, the body gets hot and then it gets cold. So there's so many things. I don't want to draw out the video, but there's so many things as it relates to the female body that you have to consider before even thinking about joining the military. You as a civilian may not know how it works, but based on my experience, I'm letting you know it might become an issue when your body is going through different changes and the younger folks don't really understand, and they make it a big deal. They make it a big issue, right? And most people who join the military at a late age, they do have I'm trying to find a word. Those in would say that we try to become parents, but it's not a matter of us trying to become parents. It's just that we are at different age group. We're in a different age group, and the younger folks really do not understand how the body functions as we get older, and they make it into an issue. So just be aware, if you have medical issues that were waived by a doctor, and then you get into the Navy, and those in charge of you, younger sailors in charge of you, do not understand, and you're not entitled or obligated to share your medical information with anyone. But you're not entitled to. Okay? But just pointing out that this is one issue in the Navy that I face. And not only me, I have talked to other sailors who joined at a later age, who are going through the same thing. It's like one fight after the next. You have to be mentally ready if you want to join the military at a later age. Sometimes it can be a fight, I tell you. Anyways, I won't draw out this video. Just sharing, just look into, just do your own research. Okay, so just do your own research and see if this is a job that you really want to do. Well guys, again, if you're joining for the first time, please be sure to check out my other videos. My first video, I talk in length about how I joined the military at the age of 39, the challenges I had getting in. And then my video after that is about my time in boot camp. The benefits are great, but there are other things to look into as well. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon.